Alrighty, we're going to jump into a quick reading for Sagittarius. So let's get into it and see what the messages are. Alrighty. Just getting comfortable. Alright, I think we're going to start with one of these because we haven't reached for this deck in a while. Whoa, came out quick. Trust the timing. First card out. Portal. Doors are opening, you decide. Rewards and wild cards. There could be like a gateway coming through. I really think you're in charge of it, or where you decide to go, which door you decide to go down or enter. But I think this is as a result of your changed frequency, your own kind of improvement internally. There could have been like energies that you, or like it's kind of giving like, like they say truffles are found in the dirt. Those really expensive mushrooms, and you have to like get off the dirt, and then you have like this, I think a bag of them is probably worth like $1,000, or I don't know. Depends on the truffle, I think. But there's something that you really might have taken some time to find, but it's like by the time you find it, it's a win kind of energy. So yeah, this could be something about money specifically, but trust the timing, trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So this could be more so about transits. They say we plan our entire lives, destiny. When you know astrology, you see how everything's kind of just, it's kind of just playing out, right? You could be really reflecting on the future, past, present, all that kind of jazz. You could be really seeing how far you've come. We don't normally sometimes think about huge kind of cycles, right? It's not like an everyday occurrence that we think about how far we've come. And this could be even like beyond your own lifetime. Like maybe you're even connecting to past lives, or even like patterns you've noticed your family had that you're moving beyond. So maybe there's something about seeing the sediments like on the side of a mountain, which gets settled over like thousands of years, and you see the sediment kind of the different layers. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google it or something. But it's like under the soil, we have so many different layers. So I don't know if that's part of it. Maybe you're like coming out of the soil, or there's something that's been really like crystallized over time for you, or you just have like this strong foundation. So Sagittarius for this evening message. I'm not sure how long I want to keep it. I like the vibe though, it's different. You will be taken care of in difficult times. So if you feel like you've been going through some big changes, especially in October, or this could be recent, I don't think you need to worry. I think this is almost, I'm seeing Gandalf. I see a new adventure coming on the horizon for you. And maybe this is somebody literally reaching or coming to you. You could be a smoker, side note, because I'm seeing him like, if you know, Gandalf with the pipe, where he's like blowing like huge kind of wisps of clouds of like ships and such. So maybe there's something about ships, or like your ships coming in. Yeah, it's interesting because there's a lot of water here. Very interesting. So it's kind of like back in the day, from what I learned, like a long ass time ago or something. Like, merchants would put, it was a big, having a ship go from maybe one port to another was like could have taken months. You know what I mean? From one country to another, it took months. It wasn't, and so it's kind of like you had to tie up your money in it for a time. And sometimes ships would get, pirated, or they would get wrecked, and that money, that investment would go down. Like you would lose it. And that's why if you were a merchant, you really had to hedge your bets on different ships or something like that. So there could be something about that, but also I'm sure there was this level of anxiety of waiting, of time waiting until the ship returned to harbor to know whether you lost that cargo or whether it made it. So anything else for Sagittarius? But I think you've maybe hedged your bets, or there's something about, I think you're okay. So yeah, this could be something about news or a letter. I see a lot leaving or has left your life. This could have been just through like the winds of change, or just naturally, just kind of shedding and clearing. There could be something about a career or a Capricorn, or something about January. This I don't. It's not January. It's career Capricorn. They're telling me so. Which makes sense because I don't really like to read like months. I don't like to do they probably know this, like my spirit team, that I don't like to do readings of like, 6 months from now. Maybe it's because it's like, I don't know. Maybe I should be okay with it. I just don't care for it, I guess. Anyways, yeah, you're coming out of some kind of indecisiveness. You're not allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. You could be really selectively choosing. So maybe that's why there's timing here. Like there's something about taking your time to make a choice. Where you want to head? Where do you want to roll yourself towards? What timeline? It's like you have multiple different dimensions right now. Which timeline do you want to step into when you get your foot off that boat? Which harbor are you getting off at? Are you getting off of Portugal? Getting off in Egypt? Are you getting off in Israel? Whatever. I don't know. Anything else for Sag? And it must have sucked to like want to travel back in the day. Like it literally took months on a boat. I guess that could have made sense though. It's kind of like when we experience retrogrades. It can be like a 6 month cycle or something. I don't know. Yeah. Someone could have been very unwilling to change. That you could have been dealing with. Like I feel like they were really dumb or something, or they could have been trying to exert control on you, but I feel like it didn't work. Maybe you got away from this person. Something about your voice, because now I'm seeing Donkey from Shrek, where he was like, in that first movie where he's like, they were taking him to the auction. So maybe you weren't appreciated where you were raised or where you first started your story, and then she was like, he's a talking donkey, and he was like, I'm not, you know what I mean? Like he didn't want to talk or whatever, and then they realized he could talk when he started to fly, or something like that. So I don't know. Maybe there was somebody who's trying to like exert control on you or something. Maybe you're finding different people. Or maybe you're finding supporters that could be coming in for you as well, especially if anybody who tried to silence your voice. Hmm. Okay, Sag. I think you've had to stand your ground even potentially. Beware of greed. So maybe this is somebody greedy coming in, or there could be something about making sure that you're not, asking for miracles. I mean, it is good to ask for miracles, but at the same time, climbing towards success. I wonder why beware of greed is here. It's kind of sideways. Maybe there is something here about being more greedy, if anything. Yeah, this is it's giving like the pressure that's maybe you're feeling the pressure or problems to be resolved are actually like forcing you to get more decisive, honestly, or have more gumption or drive or really choose something because maybe you're the type like you don't like to choose until the last second kind of energy. But you do have protection from harm. You could have like a past life in Asia or something like that. Side note. You're moving out of some kind of self-delusion in the future. So this could be about maybe your own abilities or maybe ways you've been seeing yourself that maybe you're seeing how far you've come and kind of all your skills and experience and the fact that you don't need to undercut yourself or something. Let's see, Sagittarius. So I could be speaking to a woman or you could be the feminine. There's something that you're breaking away from. Wow, temptation. This could have been someone very arrogant or boasting or like I feel like this person was really like would never let you speak, or they could have like dominated you in some way, like verbally or something. I don't know. I'm just saying, or their words. Their words are very like negative. They like curse people with their words. They try to. Ugh, they're very insecure. Okay, I feel like it's the same energy here. So this could have been somebody at work, or somebody who communicated about work. It could be a Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. It could be a Cancer. It could be just somebody very stubborn. It could be a Taurus. Anything else for Sag? I don't mean to shit talk Tauruses. Sorry, I'm just reading the energy. There's something here about becoming more settled for sure. Maybe you're like elevating, like how kangaroos do like boxing matches or something. Like I feel like you're not afraid to get in there and enter the ring, so to speak. Interesting. And you're not afraid to bounce. Yeah, you're on the right path. Interesting. So you are expanding quite a lot right now, or there's some kind of shift that's happening right now. Okay. Let's get you some of these. Sagittarius messages. Self-care. So it's like maybe you moved away from anything that was hard, like infringing on this. Could have been holding you away from self-care specifically. There's something here about your clarity or your third eye or intuition that could be really prominent or that you're focusing on right now, especially regarding like new beginnings or collaborations or how to, the new seeds to plant. Yeah, because you're not interested in conflict. Like you're not interested in being triggered. You could have been dealing with another air. Sorry, I didn't mean to say air sign, but it could be an air sign, or fire sign. So that could have been somebody who brought this level of conflict to you potentially. Yeah, I feel like your truth is really anchoring you actually and protecting you, Sag. Yeah, there was something lusty that was a temptation. This was the problem. I think you just dropped it, honestly. Anything else for Sag? Yeah, okay. I think you realized that you had to like care for yourself, put yourself first. This person could have blocked you from opportunities. This person might want to circle back around. But I don't know about that. Tell me more. Projections and reflections. Maybe took time to reflect. This person could have projected a lot. This could have been somebody very controlling. And so they were constantly projecting on what they wanted for you, telling you what to do, things like that. I think they tried to cloud your way forward in some sense, but I feel like you've just honestly become more focused or something. So anything else for Sag? Like maybe this forced you to go into a period of like reflection and yeah, I don't know. Somebody might want to talk to you, especially if this person hasn't been talking to you. I don't know if you should or not. Yeah, they're watching you. Could be an air sign, could be somebody who has air sign placements. This is in the present moment. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's not really specific, but whatever. Somebody could be wanting to move away from repressed emotions or regrets they've had. Could be a Capricorn, or somebody who's Capricorn, or this could be a boss, or this could be like, yeah, this was somebody who was operating in a really dark shadow side of themselves. They might want to heal that. They might have learned this from their mother, side note, or inherited it from their mother. I don't know, just mentioning it. Yeah, this person's very closed off, or that's part of the shadow side, maybe. Or maybe you're closed off to this person. They want to change. So they didn't want to change before, but they want to change now. Don't really fall for it. I mean, they change for what, a second, and then what? I don't know. You shouldn't expect anyone to change. Somebody might want to like come away from fears or toxic games, or this could be toxic belief systems, like believing red pill type shit, or those tactics, or like if you hate women, then you're probably going to treat them with these games, right? Especially if you're insecure and that's why you hate women, right? Yeah, strong Taurus energy here, or Aquarius, Leo, maybe somebody with pride. Because I'm struggling to even like continue the reading honestly right now. I'm having issues talking, it seems. So we're just gonna see what else we can get. What's your advice for Sag? Be careful. Don't go towards this person. Take it really easy or slow in your money, especially if you're starting new things or new investments of any sort and all sorts. Take your time. Yeah, you've processed a lot. You could have got intuitive hits maybe in ways this person was like betraying you or harming you. Or just maybe you just were guided out of it. The more that you change your perspective, the more things move or shift. This could be like energetically, especially if you're stabilizing your energy. There's something about your worth as well. Like the higher your worth, the better, I would say at this point. You're working towards some kind of new beginnings. All right, Sag. You might need to keep a lot close to your chest. I think Sagittarius is one of those signs that probably thinks the best of people because they're so optimistic, right? But they really shouldn't. Like if we see anything about the kind of relationships that Britney Spears or Miley Cyrus got into, like they were way too naive in a sense sometimes. No offense. It's because, Sagittarius is associated with God or seeing the divine in everything and everyone. So you kind of just don't understand why people would be so dumb to operate in ways that were so toxic. But then some people, not everybody thinks that way. So didn't want you to see your gifts. Sash, take action on them. So this person could have been trying to hold you back. Yeah, like literally like stop you. Like it's almost like God is like, no, it's like you've been in the oven for this long. You can't just stay in the oven. You're gonna burn there. You ever see that TikTok? It's like he's like I love that voice. I love that meme when it's on TikTok and they're like, I said your babies are gonna burn. What? I said your babies are gonna fucking burn. Or something like that. It's just so funny. It's like I just love that voice or whatever that voice, whatever the hell you call it. They took the first shot. End it. Good karma / in defense. Yeah. So if somebody comes at you, I always remember that because we had like as a kid, there was like these cops that came and talked to us, and they always said if it's in defense, it's okay. I mean, sometimes people use this in like reaction baiting or abuse or rage baiting or whatever, but like honestly, like if somebody is literally like you're a victim and a serial killer is coming at you. I mean, you do what you do will with that. It's kind of like now I'm seeing in I think it's called Sleeping with the Enemy, where she's dialing the phone while her ex-husband like bursts through the door and like beats up her new boyfriend and then like is like, I don't know, trying to like force himself on her or something, and she's on the phone with the cops and has the gun pointed at him, and she's like, it's basically call the ambulance, but not for me kind of energy. Anyways, don't be easily beguiled. So maybe you're becoming less naive. They deserve what happens to them. This person could be in bad karma. Surrender all worries to the universe, Morgan Wall in Genesis. So that could be a great song to listen to. Cute doesn't mean sane. So this could be somebody who like looks freaking good. You know, they might have the jaw structure, they might have the face, they might have the eyes, the hair, the body, whatever. At the end of the day, though, the screws are loose. They don't know how to manage their emotions. They don't know how to manage their life. They don't know, how to talk to God. This is a dangerous. Anybody who doesn't do that shit, danger zone. It says your dad is proud, so just know that in case you don't know that, or your dad's passed or anything like that, or only deal with people who offer you something. Yeah, this could be something about like learning your worth, your self worth. I think this person wasn't offering you enough, or something like that. Could also be an issue here. Um, that sucks. This is giving like subversive tactics. It's like somebody who secretly hates you, which is gay, trying to lay a guilt trip on you because you're happy. I hate that. That's actually the worst. That's actually the worst. Because if you truly loved me, wouldn't you want me to be happy? What the hell? The Serpent and the Rainbow, the movie. I don't remember the entire plot, but I'm pretty sure it's a good movie. I'm pretty sure I liked it a lot. Make the right cut. It'll possess you unless you change the number on the dial. So this could be about tuning into a different frequency. Like make sure you're not like you might accidentally like tune into other people's frequencies. So learning when that happens or whatever. Keep your head down and manifest. It's not their business. Don't focus on others right now. There could be something lucky coming for you soon, like a lucky kind of just serendipitous opportunity of some sort. Um, yeah, this could like unlock something, or it's like a gateway. Yeah, it makes sense why Portal was out here actually. There could be something about a portal, like a gateway, literally like a unlocking of a door, and then like you're suddenly in the right place with the right people, with the right connections, with the right opportunities. Maybe you win a ticket and you're going to like an event or something like that, right? Don't focus on others right now. So maybe you need to enter contests if that doesn't apply or whatever, but um you do you though. Go with your gut. Don't focus on others right now. Okay. Be loyal to your cause, to your life, to your goals, to your ambitions, to your drive. They tried to taint you. I also heard train you. So maybe this person was trying to hurt you, or like it's gonna give like association with like anytime you speak up, I'm gonna bash you and make you shut up. And then you're just not gonna speak up anymore, right? Cutting out people energetically that want to come in and leech on you. Relationships are poker. I think that's giving me. I think there was this actress who said like when she dates people, she never talks about money with them or whatever. I think it was. I think it's like Taylor something, or I don't know. Inhale, receive, exhale, let go. So you need to learn that or work with that. Inhale, golden white light, exhale, golden energy out. Spirit got your back. Yeah, so you're very protected. This could be specific spirits or ancestors as well, like family team members, people from past lives. Could be even people who are alive who are like still energetically connected, or um, nothing changes till your energy does. Exactly, because everything's just a manifestation of your own reality, right? They run away when things get hard. So just know that this person could be the type that would like, I don't want to say it, but single mom type shit. So divine timing is protecting you. Yeah, there is something here about trusting the timing. Yeah, the wheel of fortune is all part of your advice. So there's something about not rushing preemptively too quickly towards like new endeavors with the Ace of Pentacles, or this could be financial opportunities, because there's something about the right door. You need the right door. I think I spoke about this in a different reading yesterday. Maybe it was Sag reading, where I said like if you prayed for a red bike, and I show you a bunch of different other bikes, you know what I mean, like you're gonna wait till a red bike because that's what you wanted or whatever. Like it's important, it's imperative that it's red for some reason in your life. It just connects, it resonates with you, whatever. Believe good things will happen to you, and I heard and they will. So I'm seeing Christmas, so I don't know what that's about. Realizing these people never loved you, only what they took from you. So this could be greedy people. Maybe that's why we saw like greedy up here with conflict. It's like you're not dealing with these people or climbing beyond them. Maybe you're literally flying above them like Donkey did. Um, a lot of people in the world want to hurt others. Don't be naive. And that could be because of placements they have, especially if they have like bad aspects. Like I'm not trying to shit talk anybody. You can always utilize any challenging aspect to make it work for you, and it can be a very empowering and positive aspect. But if people are not conscious of these aspects and they're playing out willy-nilly in their own birth chart, or they're passed down from their parents, or there are different karmic patterns that they're repeating in this lifetime, and they don't have any conscious awareness of it, you know, like let's say in a past life, or your chart makes you really enjoy, let's say, the dark stuff in life. You could channel that by working as a butcher or by, being the calm one when in an emergency room because, blood doesn't phase you or whatever. But if those aspects, which could be like maybe Pluto, Scorpio, anything, any planets associated with death, Mars, maybe even ones that make one analytical or too critical of themselves. Every zodiac sign has a chance or ability to be evil for sure. Um, but some energies are more challenging for sure. Like, Venus is like, yeah, well, you're not going to really get probably serial killers with Venus. You might crimes of passion, but it's Venus likes things that are naturally pleasurable or enjoyable versus potentially Capricorn, no offense, or Saturn, or Pluto, or Mars, Aries, and everybody has these aspects and houses in their chart, so nobody can say they're and we still need those dark things in reality, because reality is that you can't say, oh, I want only certain colors in the rainbow. No, everything is important here, even Capricorn placements, even Scorpio placements. It's actually so wonderful. The bright side of Capricorn and Scorpio and all these placements, or Mars or Aries, is like a gumption, a drive that maybe the only people who would stand up against corruption. And that's why we need somebody strong like that, so. But it's whether it's being expressed low or high vibe, or is it channeled, or is it just, coming out of left field and nobody has control over any energies. And even transits, some people, God has mysterious plans for all of us, and certain transits evoke certain things. Like you might notice right now with Mercury Mars conjunction that your voice or your mouth could be experiencing areas of heat, of dryness, of anger, of inflammation, because Mars is there. Mars with Mercury. You might be getting cuts on your hands. You might be burning your hands. You might. It's not that it's bad, but it's like, or you could be channeling the energy into like a lot of thinking or a lot of communicating with people at this time or whatever, because there's so many significations. But anyways, tapping into your shadow / teeth / protection / gifts. So not repressing anything. I think you're not repressing anything, unlike maybe somebody else you were dealing with. I don't think you repress things. I think you incorporate them, or you dive deep into them. You could have Scorpio placements or strong Pluto placements. A lot of Scorpio placements or Plutonian aspects can lead one to become an extremely great investigator or detective, or somebody who's not afraid to look under the surface, not afraid to look under the body or to look under the rocks or whatever, which is really good. Or not afraid to listen to the dark side, right? Not afraid to listen to spirits that have passed on so that they can tell us where they are or what happened to them. Or think like the killer so that they can think like the killer and they know where to, it's like when you're hunting something. You've been overgiving. Yeah, so maybe you've kind of like, this person could have seen you as a pig kind of energy, like not to say like a literal pig, but could be like a cash pig or a cash cow or whatever. Maybe this, you looked really naive, or you looked really unprotected and juicy and fresh and whatever. Hidden messages in your dreams, decipher them. Yeah, very interesting. So if you like do a certain energetic change, your dreams might be like a divinatory tool or a mirror for you. Like you might notice when you cut certain energies off, maybe at night you see the reaction in your dreams. For example, maybe or the next dream and the next dream after that, you're happy. Like maybe before you cut this energy off, your dreams were filled with like, I don't know, just like I'm seeing like snakes everywhere, just like, just distracting energy. And then when you deal with the energy in the day, or you even at night, or maybe just transits that happen, suddenly your dreams clear up and you're dreaming of much nicer things all of a sudden, or like things that are more aligned with like maybe your spirit team is giving you downloads, or it's like just higher vibrational dreams. And that can be indicative of the energy around you, right? So you saw the future and moved in the correct direction. We did see that you were going towards the correct direction. So affirm that your nervous system is regulated. So continue to ground, right? Inhale golden white light, exhale that. Push, any black gray energy out through the base of your feet. Or this could be about just protecting yourself to ground, pulling away from too much media, or pulling away from too many people or voices or influences, or even just spiritually getting grounded with God, or just going into that room with only you and God, or only you and your spirit team, or listening to the wind or whatever. Entrepreneur, you could be an entrepreneur. That's a future direction for you. Yeah, so do be careful, because like when people have businesses, suddenly everybody's sucking up. Be more cautious with your money. It's your responsibility to change, so it's your responsibility. So don't blame anybody else. this is your reality. Good choice equals good karma. That's nice. We did see a rewards wild card, I think, came out, so that's great. Maybe you have like a lot of good karma. It's kind of like you've got. I'm seeing somebody like a like a purse of coins, and you're going to the vending machine, and it's like, oh, what do I want to get? Do I want the Skittles? Do I want the whatever? Um, Not advocating for junk food. I'm just saying keeping yourself in an abundant position long term. So maybe you're making those choices of what do you want to invest or grab. Blockbuster, you are healing. So you could be really removing a lot of energies, blocks. Um, I think you're cutting them out. I heard with the sword of truth. This could be mentally, this could be like physically, this could be like energetically, this could be like maybe you're listening to your spirit team or asking them questions, or that you're getting downloads so that you can move beyond a certain energy or remove it from your energy. I think you're also establishing, I'm seeing like somebody's like getting a security system or something like that. Instant feedback from your spirit team. So yeah, you could be asking or posing questions and then observing your surroundings, what happens for the confirmations, the answers, paying attention to your own psyche, what images do you get instantly, what impressions, and always scanning energy. Exactly. So when you're kind of alert, you can, it's like when you're very calm and grounded and stable and the water is kind of very still, you can tell when anything, you can tell a ripple from probably over there, or it's kind of like in the water, like those creatures that speak in the water or send frequencies. I think sound travels differently in water, maybe further even potentially. So this could be don't quote me on that, but I feel like sound carries further in water. And that could be because water here as a metaphor could be for emotions. So you might be able to like pick up people's emotions. Yeah, it's kind of like a, now I'm seeing like sonar or something. It's like pulsing. It's like a heartbeat. Hmm. Well, let's see. I feel like I'm gonna wrap it up. Do I have anything else to say? Maybe we'll pull a few extra ones, just because we can. Last messages for Sag. Oh shit. It's not. Sorry, they're not an adult, right? So this could have been someone operating in a really like, maybe even childish way. You have blessings to go and receive. So you need to go, you need to leave something to receive blessings. Don't hold a grudge, forgive, understand, appreciate the lesson. New ideas, miracles are headed your way. That's gorgeous. I'm seeing like a pizza, like I'm hearing like, an oven when it goes off. It's like you do the whole baking, you stick it in the oven, you wait like an hour. Leave when you're not happy. So that could be the lesson, right? Because you don't want to reaffirm a reality or timeline that you're not accepting. Don't resist change. And it says manipulating you to get what they want. So I think that don't resist change. So maybe you need to move beyond this person, honestly. Like if this person's coming at you, just say it's not the time. They can go do their thing and you can just move on. Um, hmm. Yeah. Anything else? Let's see. I guess we'll do the Egyptians. Sag, any last messages? Yeah, this was something that impacted your health really negatively in the past, and I think that's the warning here with this person or situation. They don't want you to return to this situation, I don't think. Even if this person tries to say they changed, I think the energy is what's wrong here. Like maybe their energy doesn't align with yours, or it's throwing yours off, or something like that. Or you just need to pay attention to your self-care. Especially if this person had anger issues, but yeah, I'm seeing hot sauce. Like maybe this person's like spicy in some sense. Like they're too hot. Like it's kind of like, you know what I mean? Like hot sauce is not always great. There's some hot sauces that are great, right? And then there's the other ones that are just fucking like, who eats this? Um, yeah, resentment is here. I mean, this is not hot. So this person could hold resentment, doesn't have to be. We're not trying to affirm that or anything. But or this just could be you letting go of all the resentments as well. So I don't know, any pressure you're going through is refining you, it looks like, as well. And so if you feel like you're going through the darkness, keep going, I want to say. Alrighty, let's get you a last Lenormand. Hmm. Hmm. Someone like, I don't know. Tell me more. Somebody might want to tell you why they did something. Or you might be studying like why you endured something or why you went through something and now you're healing. Hmm. It's almost like you're cutting off something at the root. Yeah, snake here. This could be a belief system or a perspective. It could also be a person. This is a snake. This person's a snake. No offense. Or they've been cruel in some sense, or deceptive, or conniving, or restrictive. Could be a Capricorn energy, doesn't have to be. But yeah, there's something. I don't know why you keep this energy around you. Honestly, maybe you're getting rid of it. Yeah, you're at a crossroads. Any more? Mm-hmm. You're definitely more mature and wise than you've been in the past. Yeah. Be very careful. Be very careful. I don't like this. I don't like this energy. Especially if we're already dealt with this. I think this person could throw your money off or your focus, and that's not okay. That's not good. Hmm. Let's get you one of these. Thank God we are here. Thank God you are here. Thank you for your support on this channel. Thank you, Sagittarius. Empath, yeah. Yeah. This person could try to emotionally manipulate you, or they have. Ugh, I don't like it. This person might have like emotional issues, like doesn't know how to process, or could repress emotions. Doesn't have to. Or they don't have like a healthy outlet. Yeah, this is somebody very controlling. Mm-hmm. Stay in your lane. Mm-hmm. Really integrate your shadow because I think it could come at you externally through others if you don't understand that the shadow is a part of you. I think the reason that like naive people attract like venomous or like evil things to happen to them, no offense, is because they don't accept the dark side, right? And when you don't accept or you repress something, what do you think happens? The energy gets lost in the subconscious, which manifests externally. Um, I don't know. It's like, you know what I mean? So do your shadow work, stay in your power. You see this person clearly. They are a troll. So don't doubt it. Um, I wish there was a different message, but maybe that's the way the cookie crumbles. I don't know how this person sees themselves. Maybe they don't see themselves as a troll. Maybe I mean, if you were the troll, I guess you wouldn't see yourself as a troll. Um, but the way you see them, or the way they're coming off to you externally, is that it's kind of giving like when somebody's like going through hell in their own life, and they don't realize that they're being like a horrible person to everybody around them, and they've never healed anything, they've never gone like journaling, or they've never processed an emotion. Like you can tell when people haven't like dealt with something or whatever, right? Because they act different. They might be cruel to people. They might seem just angry all the time, combative, competitive, defensive, angry. I mean, these are all. And what do you think that manifests in the reality? It probably manifests more of that same energy. So even to them, if they're not trying to be a troll, to you it'll come off as that because their energy is fucking with yours. Because especially if you're not in this energy, which it doesn't seem you are, conflict in the reverse. I mean, you're moving quickly forward, you're planting seeds, but there is something here about facing the shadow and not repressing it. Like, don't pretend that this person's nicer than they are, even if they want to paint it off as that way. And if we all want to see it and say kumbaya, because at the end of the day, a snake is still a snake, a lion is still a lion when you go to sleep. So, and that's why I'm seeing like, you know, the camp in Africa or what. I saw this video once about like how to camp in Africa or something like that. And it was like you have to build like these sticks like all around the campsite, just like a fence of sorts, in case any predators like a lion came over it, so that they get impaled. Um, and then you have a fire in the center. So there could be something about building a border or surrounding of some sort. Yeah, that makes sense because we have stay in your lane. So you might be defending your position, or defending the light, which is like that bonfire, that warmth, because a lot of animals naturally are scared of fire, right? So it's like you can sleep for sure, but make sure you have a good defense system before you go to sleep. Um, maybe that's something here, like get a security system. Yeah, that's funny. We said security system, or put up ways of protecting your home or your energy or your warding, maybe spiritual warding, things like that. I'm going to end it here though, and stay safe. Don't rush ahead though as well. There's something, pay attention to signs, right? It's kind of like, I guess, if you're driving and you can't just rush to the destination. You have to take this road and then take a left and then just take your time, um, because you need to pivot and correct when necessary. Yeah, I don't know if this person's trying to like cloak themselves as someone they're not. Yeah, that could be what they're doing. They're trying to mimic you or put on a skin almost, or like it's like that Tom Cruise thing where he like rips off his like face or something. It's like, I don't know. Anyways, thanks for being here. Please hit like, subscribe. You can get a personal through the Buy Me a Coffee link. We'll leave a tip through there. I don't think you need to worry about this though, because we did see miracles headed your way. So it's like, as long as you stay on course though, they are headed your way. It's kind of like if you have the destination for Starbucks, but if you take a left and get sidetracked by the Wendy's or something like that, you're not going to make it to Starbucks or whatever. I don't know. Maybe you have a business meeting at Starbucks or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for being here. Please hit like. Oh, yeah, we already said that. Sorry. All right, I'm going to just stop recording.